Hi, I'm Ali Taylor, PGA Golf Professional. Now, do you struggle hitting your irons correctly? Well, if so, I'm going to show you in this video how you're going to get that ball first and then ground contact every single time. So, all good iron shots, fairway woods and hybrids as well when the ball's on the floor, but all good iron shots, when we swing, we create an impact where we get golf ball and then ground. But it's something all the best players in the world do in the same way, but something a lot of club golfers struggle with. So the first thing I tend to see with the higher handicap golfer is they tend to want to lift the ball in the air, so they'll get much more pressure onto their back foot. Now at address though, you'll see all the best ball strikers actually get at address, get the hips moving a little bit towards target, and it creates a little bit more pressure into their front foot. Now this is great because it gives you something to push off against in your backswing, and when you've got your insoles in your shoes, you can measure that at address to at least make sure you're in the right position to begin with. So then once we get to the top of our backswing, we will see the pressure move across, as we always will on a golf swing. But what the best players in the world do from this position is by the time the hands get to waist height, they're going to have at least 70% pressure in that left leg. That's going to move the sternum towards the target, move the low point of the golf swing ahead of the ball, and create golf ball and then ground contact. Now, what I see with most golfers, unfortunately, is even the good movement they'll make on the way back, by this point, there's still 70% pressure on their back foot. So then they've either got a very last-minute compensation or they lose that strike. So a great little drill and a really good way of using your insoles for feedback is get to the top of your backswing, let your sternum move slightly towards target and push down as hard as you can into that lead foot. Now it's great because you can set, in your settings in here, you can set it so that it buzzes and beeps when you've got enough pressure. So it's some really, really good feedback. And if you can get that feeling early in your downswing, you're going to move the low point ahead of the golf ball and strike your irons perfectly. Right, so in this video, I've shown you what the best players in the world do to really crush their irons. And using your salted golf insoles, you're going to be able to get that perfect feedback every time, get that move correct at the start of the downswing, and really get ball and then turf and strike your irons better than ever before.